Hello and welcome to the TMC Newsroom. My name is Rich Tehrani. Thanks for watching. We are coming to you from Las Vegas, Nevada. Interrupt 2011. On our program is Mike Storella, the COO of snom. Mike, hi, how are you?
Very good, Rich. It's great to be here. See you again.
So, many people know your company in the IP communications market. I mean, you've been there for a number of years. What's happening? What's happening in the space?
Well, the space is clearly growing. I mean, I think, for us, we've had a really good year, and 2010 and 2011 is shaping up very, very nice. I think we've got a couple of things going with us that's been very good, is our relationship with Microsoft on their Lync and OCS products. So that has really catapulted us into some business areas that, frankly, we weren't in before in the enterprise space.
So maybe now you're going to get in the Skype market too with that acquisition.
Yeah, well, you never know what's going to happen with that. I think it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. It's very interesting to watch Microsoft, who I think most of us thought was a kind of sleepy old software company, and they're coming to a new party, and it's in the voice business, which is great for us, I think.
It's interesting. I was thinking about this. I haven't had time to write about it, but they recently had an acquisition, maybe 3 or 4 years ago. It was another big acquisition of Tell Me, which is voice speech recognition on telephone calls. So, I mean, it's interesting. Steve Ballmer seems to have an affinity for telecom, and also, if you remember, they did a really big deal with Nortel in the telecom space prior to that whole implosion on unified communication. So, whatever it is about Steve Ballmer, he seems to be like a big fan of communications, which is awesome. Yeah,
I think so. I think it's great for our industry. I think they have brought some new functionality to the UC and the desktop. I mean, our desktop now, shows presence, what their link, their buddy list, and you could do some, so you can have all the functions and features of a standard desk phone working with Microsoft, which is great.
And so that's just combining your solutions with Microsoft solutions together seamlessly. So if I'm not a Microsoft customer and I'm not really a Lync shop, why would I want to talk with your company?
Well, a couple of things that we do very, very well is we're very ubiquitous with everybody on the planet that uses SIP protocol for voice over IP. So while we can connect to the Microsoft platform, we can also connect to BroadSoft and Metaswitch, and clearly our own little PBX, which is in the SMB space, and also we can do both at the same time on our phone. So it really makes our phone a end-user appliance that's very, very inexpensive when you think about, business telephones. People buy them for 10 years, maybe 15 years, and $100, $200, it's like $10 a year. It's cheaper than a soft client.
So what trends are you seeing in the space?
I think the trends we're seeing is that people do definitely want their desk phones to be very modern looking. They want color. They want touch. They want it to show directories that match other directories in the cloud. So so they want to answer any phone call at any device they have, whether that be a smartphone, our business desk phone, and they all want this to happen, seamlessly behind the curtain or whatever.
Now, it's such a competitive space. There's so many companies playing in the market. You've got Polycom, Cisco, Avaya. The list goes on and on. ShoreTel, right? You've got Mitel. You've got hosted solutions. And how are you seeing those players? The cloud. You know what? I made myself a bet that I would say cloud on every single interview. I'm sorry. I just had to throw that in.
You got to throw that in.
If you don't say cloud every interview, they're going to think something's wrong with you.
There's a lot of competition. It is a very large market. That's the one thing good. There's room for a lot of players. Okay. I think. We're pretty nimble because we're not a billion-dollar company, clearly.
Yet.
Yet, exactly.
Well, I heard you were on the cover of Internet Telephony magazine.
I was on the cover of Internet
Telephony, which usually is the preceding thing
that puts you
to becoming
into that
$1 billion or greater.
Absolutely.
They have it with Mark Benioff.
That's
really.
great.
I wrote about Mark Benioff. It was a couple of years later. Salesforce.com had $1 billion in sales.
Excellent.
So not that I'm taking the credit.
Hey, you can take the credit. If we hit $1 billion soon, you can help take the credit for that. So that would be great. But it's a competitive space, but we're always coming out with new products. We have a paging adapter that runs SIP and voice over IP, so a lot of our VARs are saying, well, nobody else has a paging adapter that connects legacy paging equipment to the LAN. So we do a lot of cool stuff.
There's nothing employees like better than hearing the CEO call them in the
bathroom.
Pick
up on aisle 3.
So that's great. Next for the company, where you're gonna try to grow?
Yeah, we're growing. We're in 60 countries. We have 200 distributors. We're always expanding both the markets and the products we bring to market. So, and we're all about IP, ease of use, ease of deployment, and supportability. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, thanks for being on the show.
Thank you, Rich. It's always a pleasure.
Yeah, as always.
Okay.
Likewise.